Respect is not given, it has to be gained. By living by these principles, a man shows that he values and loves himself, which makes him a very valuable person. This change isn't just for show, it's a real effort to keep getting better. When a man does this, a woman has no choice but to see and appreciate the real work he puts into being a unique and highly valuable person. Putting these principles into practice every day has a clear effect and leads to a friendship based on equal respect and admiration. Men need to look inside themselves and think about what drives them and how they act. Focusing on outside factors can sometimes take away from the inner journey of self-discovery. To be truly yourself when meeting possible partners, you need to know your values, interests, and personal goals. Come with me and discover the 12 values that make relationships strong. 1. Not having to worry. There is a common misconception that women like guys who are always stressed out and busy, but the truth is very different. In partnerships, stress is often a turnoff instead of an attraction. There's something about relaxed guys that makes women want to be with them. It is important to make it clear that being carefree does not mean being careless. Carefree means not being affected by the smaller problems that life brings. This casual attitude is attractive because it shows that you are strong and resilient. Life will always have problems, and being able to deal with them without getting stressed out is seen as a useful trait. To be able to accept that life is unpredictable, change, and move on is a sign of mental growth that women often find attractive. Most of the time, when a woman sees a relaxed man, she sees a leader, someone who stays strong when things get tough. This trait is very attractive to women because it makes them feel strong and tough. People who can handle problems without getting upset are likely to be able to let go of small problems and deal with problems without getting upset. When this happens, the carefree man becomes a sign of mental stability, showing that he can stay calm when life throws him curveballs. He laughs easily and takes on tasks with a level head, which shows that he has a good attitude and can handle bigger problems with a clear head. You don't worry about anything that fits with what women find beautiful. A partner who is sure of themselves and can handle the complicated things in life with a smile. 2. Real kindness. When it comes to beauty, true and genuine kindness is very important, especially for women. Because of how common fake niceness is, many people are wary of fake actions. This is especially true for women who want men who are naturally kind instead of men who act kind to get attention. Sincere kindness is more than just doing nice things for other people. It shows that a person cares about them deeply and their values. Instead, pretending to be nice is often a planned move to impress someone or get something in return. It means agreeing without really believing it, giving too many fake praises, and putting on a false character just to please others. Unfortunately, women can naturally tell when someone is being fake, and it's a big turnoff for them. True kindness, which women value, doesn't mean being weak or automatically agreeing with someone. Instead, it means caring about them and building relationships based on that. Or being independent. Independence, especially when it comes to being emotionally and mentally mature, is something that women like. On the surface, it means a man who has his life together and is happy, which makes him a good candidate for a relationship. Being independent means being able to take care of yourself and not needing anyone else, like a partner, to make you happy. A man who is in charge of his own life and makes choices based on his own wants and needs is strong, stable, and secure. This independence shows that you can provide for and protect others, which is appealing to women looking for a stable mate. Being independent means not being needy, desperate, or always looking for approval. The beauty comes from knowing that the person is okay with being alone, not because they don't care, but because they are happy and sure of themselves. This sense of self-reliance is a big part of the attraction. It shows that the man is strong in his beliefs and won't let outside forces change him. He can bring power and security to a relationship. 4. Keeping your own opinion. Women often meet people who go out of their way to agree with them on everything, which makes them seem like the stereotypical nice guy. In contrast, a guy who isn't afraid to disagree stands his ground and says what he thinks is a welcome change from this familiar story. This readiness to disagree shows that you are real and have a unique point of view. It brings a sense of fresh air to a situation where uniformity can take over. As with everyone else, women value partners who add to deep talks by sharing their ideas and staying firm on their beliefs. This trait shows how confident and independent a person is, which are important qualities for a lively and interesting relationship. Being able to respectfully disagree shows that a person is sure of who they are, which is good for building relationships based on open conversation and shared understanding. Being in charge. When used in the right way, dominance is a male trait that women often find attractive. Being dominant is more than just being bold. You have to be brave enough to take charge, make choices, and lead when you need to. When someone is dominant in this way, they are not trying to control or overpower others. Instead, they are stepping up to help both people. It shows that a man is strong, trustworthy, and in charge when he is dominating. On a deep level, women naturally look for comfort and safety in a partner who has these traits. It's not about being dominant just for the sake of being dominant. It's a sign of skill and the confidence to handle problems. This makes a woman feel safe knowing that she is with a guy who knows what he's doing. It builds trust and security in the relationship. 6. Having a face that looks mean. Being physically beautiful according to societal norms isn't the only thing that gives someone a manly face. How someone carries themselves and talks is also important. One's eyes, which show strength, and their smile, which shows honesty, both add to the general image of masculinity. There's no need to be a model or have perfect features. What matters is being comfortable in your skin and being honest in your attitude. Your male face shows a lot about who you are through the different emotions that show what kind of person you are. This trait is more than just how someone looks. It goes to the heart of self-confidence and projecting a sure personality. Being at ease in your skin is an important part of having a masculine face because it adds to your general sense of realism and charm. 7. Taking responsibility. A man's way of life is different from a child's. This is more than just having a lot of money. It's also about showing that you can take care of yourself in many areas of life. Being able to handle tasks like paying bills, cooking food, and doing housework shows that you are independent. It shows that you are independent, no matter how much money you have. Being independent also means making choices on your own and sticking to them, even if it means dealing with the results. It shows that you are ready to face life's difficulties head-on and is an important part of being an adult. In a broad sense, being a man means figuring out life on your own, dealing with its challenges, and taking responsibility for your actions and decisions. This way of life emphasizes duty, self-sufficiency, and resilience, which helps a person become grown and well-rounded. 8. Being a confident partner. No matter the gender, keeping a balance in personal space is an important part of any good interaction. Everybody, regardless of gender, wants a partner who isn't too clingy or disruptive. Independence and not being too attached go hand in hand, which stresses how important it is to accept your partner's need for space and privacy. Making too many tries to always be close or talking on the phone too much can be bad. It's important to understand how important a partner's current life and obligations are. We need to understand that she had a life before we met and will continue to have one. Respecting her space, time, friends, and duties shows that she is mature and has high self-esteem. This thought supports the idea that you are not a needy or nervous person. Giving her room to breathe and live her life on her own helps build a connection based on respect, understanding, and recognizing each other's independence. And don't say anything else. No matter how important it is in a friendship, keeping your word is essential for building trust. Being a man of your word shows that you are trustworthy and honest. Men who constantly break their promises or make reasons for not doing what they say they will do send a clear message that they can't be trusted. This loss of trust affects more than just the current situation. It can also affect how much respect a partner has for you in general. If trust breaks down over small things, it makes it harder to trust each other in bigger parts of the relationship. Keeping promises is an important part of having self-respect and, by extension, getting respect from other people. But when mistakes are made, it's important to own up to them, say sorry in a real way, make things right, and show a commitment to getting better. This method not only builds trust, but also shows that the relationship is important by showing duty and true care for the partner. 10. Be in charge of your feelings. One important thing that sets guys apart as mature is their ability to control their feelings. When it comes to mastering the inner game or mental control, boys and men are very different. A sign of maturity is being able to control your feelings, stay calm, and keep your cool, especially in tough conditions. This confidence not only shows that you are strong, but it also reassures a woman that you can get through hard times without losing your cool. Being able to stay calm in bad situations shows that you are strong and ready to face problems head-on. It's an important part of getting and keeping respect. When a man lets his feelings get the best of him, he gives up control of the situation and loses respect. Instead of a partner who gives up at the first sign of trouble, women want a partner who can handle the storms and keep their cool. 11. Be shy and humble. Being humble is more than just thinking less of yourself. It's often seen as a secret source of power. Realizing your worth, also understanding that being important does not mean being the center of the world, is part of this process. Being truly humble means being completely at ease with who you are and not feeling the need to show yourself to other people. People around you will respect and admire you for your quiet confidence. Humble people are sure of their skills, and their quiet attitude shows that they are truly confident in themselves. Not because you're less important, but because you know that everyone is going through the same time of life. This makes a person stand out, and it creates an atmosphere of mutual respect where others can see and value the true humility that makes up their character. 12. Be flexible and open to change. Forging and keeping respect requires the ability to change and adapt, especially when it comes to partnerships. Being stuck in ways that won't change slows down progress in a world that is always moving and always changing. You will quickly lose a woman's respect if you refuse to grow. Being able to change, learn from mistakes, take on new tasks, and always try to improve yourself is key. Showing that you are willing to change says a lot about your character. This word describes someone who isn't afraid of change, strong when faced with problems, and driven to get better. Most importantly, it shows self-respect, which means knowing how important it is to keep working to be the best version of yourself.